At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at Acrisure Stadium. Well, it's official. We reached the halfway point of the regular season. Still a lot of work left to do, though, as we're away in Week 9. And look at this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready?
Mitchell up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Off play action, it's Fields. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds, past midfield. They'll get 18 yards there. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. Mike Tomlin eyeing that play clock, and he gets a timeout just before it runs out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
EQ! Here we go, Side.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, Side.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down. Another throw for Fields. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. The big play nets him 17 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Play action, Fields. This throw is caught. And he almost gets to the 5. It goes out at the 6.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
EQ!
Off the play fake, he'll throw. They try to trick play, but it's blown up. That's going to be a sack. Great work by the defense. So the Steelers turning things over to the field goal unit. This 32 yards out on the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air, it's Hurts. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. The tip definitely broke up that throw. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And the Steelers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Here we go.
Fields on first down. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. A good defensive play breaks that one up. And it's going to be second down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Can't. Here we go.
This is Harris on second down. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Bruce Sanders that time on the stop. Offense up to the line fast.
Monday. Right.
Fields now on third. Chased out to his right. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Now out comes the field goal unit as they try this one. This is going to be a 46-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for them.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Madden stopped by Alex Highsmith. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be second and 9. Throwing here, Hurts. He's on the move. Finds a man right side. Galloping inside the 40. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Williams has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Just 1 yard on the run. Still in good shape, though. Second and goal from the 2. Now Hurts. It's a Denver touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
That one splits the uprights.
Makes the score Broncos 7.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. On the return, here comes Austin. Oh, he's showing some burst on his return. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Watch right. Here we go.
They'll start with a give to Harris.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second down here, another give to Harris. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Working quickly here. Fields now, 3rd and long. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. He got hit as he tried to throw, and normally those linemen are the ones making that hit to affect the pass, Brock. It is so nice to see one of the big boys on the other end of the impact play, getting the INT that time.
And couldn't you almost feel the thought bubbles coming off his helmet? Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. You don't get many chances to get an interception as a D lineman, and that ball seemed to be in the air forever for him, but he makes the play. His friends, his family are celebrating, and most importantly, his teammates right by him.
Score one for the big boys, baby. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
We call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Greg Newsome has it. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. From his own end zone, here we go. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hurts back to the air after the pick. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Hurts. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
It's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Hey, Steve. Is that all right?
Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Easy. Get right.
Olave with the catch. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 45 on 2nd down. To the sideline. Oh, wasn't able to tap both feet in, though. Incomplete pass.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go. Good. Go.
Back now, pressure on its way. This has been a trend, yet another interception.
Well, that's now a 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Man in motion here. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
On 1st down, Hurts throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect. All you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here's Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. On 4th down, Hurts. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Off play action, it's Fields. He's gonna try to drop it in deep right. He's got it at the 30. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. PAT effort coming up. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Steelers bump the lead up to 13 points. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Short pass caught by his tight end. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Throw on 3rd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL where they come down to a play or 2 and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He's got it at the 24. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. He manages 13 on this punt return. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He lofts one deep, center of the field. Oh no, they get him yet again. Jamal Adams with the INT.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Back to throw it. He throws a bullet to the set. Big gain downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 21. This is complete to Olave. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Hey, Ken. Here we go, son.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Offense up to the line fast. Harris once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Working quickly here. A 3rd down run with Harris. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Complete out to the right side. And this one doesn't go far.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Throwing from near his own goal line. And they pick him off again. Picked off by, I love this name, Devon Diablo. Now, in that spot, Brock, I think his first priority is just getting a throw of some kind of way and avoiding the safety, right?
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. And I know it's so easy for us up here in this comfy booth, armchair quarterback, but you can't ever relax when you're reading the coverage just because you're worried about taking a safety. You still got to stand, you got to deliver, and you got to take care of the football.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action, Fields. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. The Steelers leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point conversion coming up. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. Man, Brock saw his versatility in back-to-back plays, switching things up. This time he runs it in himself to add 2 to that touchdown strike.
It is so deflating to a defense, so tough to defend a quarterback that first beats you with his arms, and then he puts those 2, as he said, on with his legs. This dude is a true dual-threat difference maker.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed to Sutton. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Hurts setting up to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Hurts throwing again. Forced out to his right. Ooh, look at this, here he goes. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
1st down from the red zone. Touchdown, Denver. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned.
And they pick him off again. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Well, he looked maybe a little unsure of the call, Brock, and that 2-point try unraveled out there.
Or maybe they were just surprised by the look this defense came out in. Either way, unfortunately, not a whole lot you can do once that ball snapped. Got to find some way to make that call work.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Delta. Test. Bunch right. Sit high.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Hits his running back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Oh, hurry up.
Offense in the hurry up here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
From the 40 on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Up the gut they go with Williams. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the third. Second down now, 7 to go. Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
On third down, it's Hurts. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks, puts us up.
Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throwing for Hurts. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. It's taken in by Williams. What a hit, and the ball's loose. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Whew, close call there. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Pass taken in by Sutton. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. On the play fake, it's Hurts. This one falls incomplete.
Whew, I think the coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender right. Time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
That finds Vele complete. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And oh, he got it! Interception! Dante Jackson takes it away.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in touchdown to check down, touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 22 on 2nd down. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Play clock down to 3, and we've got a timeout call. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Go.
Off play action, it's Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. Ooh, he put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. The Steelers set to punt it. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And this one's soaring over the sideline pretty early. It looks like they'll give him to a little beyond the 30. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He lobs it up, left sideline, looking for a chunk play. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Extend. Hey, can. 11. West right zip. Right.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields getting out to his left. Caught by the open man. Now he's past the 25. Chris Olave. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers continue piling onto this lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Chooses to bring this one out. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Broncos trying to do some window dressing. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And they pick him off again. Dante Jackson takes it away. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hurts back to the air after the pick. Trying to push it deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So 2nd down coming up. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down. Here's Hurts. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Hey, Ken. Here we go. Right.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Escapes out to the left. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Running behind center with Harris. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Tight end gets it running forward. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Here we go.
So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week.